Nice Friday live stream. I think we're rolling. Okay. I think that looks somewhat good. There. We'll have the camera like that for now. Um, okay. Welcome. Uh, First off, I'd like to say Merry Christmas to all of you who are watching, either right now or the replay. Uh, Today we're going to be doing a nice little interesting painting. I hope you could follow along. Um, the colors we'll be using today, they're going to be titanium white, pressure, mountain mixture, and cadmium yellow. Those are colors I will be using throughout this live stream. Um, I will be using a bit of liquid white, the little bit left I have. So I haven't even prepped the canvas. That's to show you how I am. I'm not always the most prepared, but I'm just because I'm not the most prepared doesn't mean I'm not the most committed. So just going to add, just have that. All you need is that thin layer liquid white on your canvas. Now, something I like to do is stand on the side, look at it, and with the light hitting it, where it looks shiny, that's where it has liquid white, and where it's matte, it has no liquid white. So that's how I kind of distinguish where to get and where not to get, just by looking off to the side. It's a nice little trick. But yeah, if you have direct lighting on top or from the sides, wherever, you look the opposite way, and that opposite way will show you where you may be missing liquid white or so on and so forth. And I would suggest you tap your canvas because they'll show you how much liquid white is on your canvas. That way you have that idea. Okay, so rather than that, I say we get started with today's live stream today because it is Christmas. I don't expect many people to be in here, but let's just get started with today's. So it's Christmas. I keep bringing it up. So I'm going to do a nice winter scene. When I think Christmas, I think snow. I think winter. I think uh, Christmas gifts and all that. So we're gonna be doing something at least revolving around it. So let me grab my 2-inch brush and just tap it into a little bit of Prussian blue. On my 2 brush, tap both sides of the brush, get all so nicely loaded, and just going back, tap that paint into your brush, nice and full with paint. You're just doing crisscross strokes. They're just kind of working that paint in because some spots have less liquid white. That's all right. It leaves for kind of like a texture look. Some spots have more, some spots have less. Now I'm gonna grab a little bit of alizarin crimson just to make a nice lavender color, lavender hue. Just taking it through Prussian blue and just like so. I want to try to blend something in here. And a little bit of white just to kind of blend that out. Looks good enough. I'm not gonna be too judgmental today. So let's do something where let's add just in case for some water. I think there should be, just to make my life easier if I do decide. So just pull from the outside in. There. And same thing just on the other side. There we are. And just go across, blending that straight out. Now, let's do, let's go straight into mountain mixture. Nice, dark, strong color, as you can see here. Now, let's go up here, and maybe there lives here now. There. Just something wild and interesting. There we are. Okay, just like so. Now I'm gonna grab the 2-inch brush that I use for the sky and just grab and pull that paint. With the liquid white, you can do this pretty simple. If you don't have liquid white, or if you don't put it properly, you'll be struggling a little bit. If you don't put it properly, you'll struggle a little bit. If you don't, you'll be struggling to do this. At least this style of paint. So just know what you're in for. Just know what you're in for. And so let me just go into mountain mixture, titanium white. And all I want to do is just slightly add some highlights here and there. Shoom. There we are. Now, let me just check something right here. I got a little sign. Where is it? I just saw something and just went away. Anyways, maybe just there. Now, I'm gonna mix up some mountain mixture just to get a darker shade. And just put random things on there. Yeah, you heard me, random things. Doesn't matter, have fun with painting. And then I'm gonna grab titanium white. A little bit polluted through that mountain mixture. It's alright. We're gonna come up here and just shoom. Shoom. I always love doing these types of mountains. They're so fun to do. At least to me. There. Just a little bit more. Maybe with the small side, we can put in a rock right there and just put him back down there. There. Just using mountain mixture to push all of that back. Now, let me pile up this paint. And I'm gonna grab mountain mixture back again. And maybe, no, you know what? I'm gonna change my mind. I'm gonna grab mountain mixture, a little bit of Prussian blue, and a little bit of cadmium yellow. A little more mountain mixture. Don't want it too green either, because it's gonna be a winter scene. I'm gonna tone it down with some alizarin crimson. Just tone it nice and down. Think think about it like if you're making a brown, just um more to the. That's what I like to think when you want to tone down the color. There it is. Let's come up here and let's just decide where things are gonna fall. So maybe right here. As you can see, I'm just pushing up my knife. I load it up with paint and push upwards. And then I'm just gonna pull it straight down and we're gonna see what we create. So just tap, pull down, and pull some reflections down here in the water. And then maybe there lives a few little trees out there. There. Now, let me shop towel. You can use a napkin, a towel, a blue shop towel, whatever you have just to clean your knife, really. And maybe just right around here. There. This is where we're gonna make the snow and the distant trees stand out. There we are. And we're just gonna pull some of that white down. Okay. Now, I'm gonna beat the brush just to knock off any excess and just lightly blend the bottom and just kind of softly go over that top part. I'm gonna tap it. It's gonna diffuse it where it blends, but that's okay because I'm gonna go in with another layer, helping us kind of add more layers of paint. Some people don't like too much layers of paint. That's okay. You can do it with less layers. Look, if you don't like it with too many layers, just grab your clean palette knife and just sip it. And lightly, shoo. Okay? Now, I'm gonna add some crimson to that green color we had, and a little bit of mountain mixture. Just a nice dark rich color. And we're gonna come up here and just block in what seems to be a little bit of dirt. There. Now, let's go ahead and a little bit of white, make it gray kind of. You can make paintings in gray. Ooh, they're beautiful. You just have to learn values, really. But there's people who do that, and nothing wrong with it. There. Just adding in a few little ripples. Now, let me go ahead, load up my 2-inch brush with whatever color I have on my palette. Just load it up. And whichever side I curve, because I pulled it one direction, you'll see one side is kind of rounded. That side's gonna go facing up when pushing on the canvas. So here it is. There. There we are. Now, I also want to have in a few little evergreen trees. I also think of evergreen trees when I think of Christmas. Sorry, I can't speak right now. To a family party yesterday. Whew, I had fun. A little too much, but I had fun, and now I feel like I'm kind of losing my voice, but I should be fine. Okay, just come on right in here. Let me zoom in. Welcome for the person that's here. Let me try to get rid of this. I got a little pop-up on my side. So, okay. Can't get it to zoom in. Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna leave it like that. I can't get it. Sorry about that. And let's just come on here and just with the corner of your brush, just going back and forth. There. There we are. Load your brush up again. I'm just using mountain mixture for the trees. And just going side to side. Okay? Very lightly. And I'm just doing this to kind of take up some space in this painting because it felt a little off. It felt too much space. Then I would become too simple. We don't want that. We don't want that. There. Just blocking it in. And just push up by pushing the bristles upwards. You can create some grassy effects. There. And maybe some right around here. There. Very simple. Very simple and effective. Just grab it. Go across. Okay. Now, I'm going to go into titanium white. Load up my brush. And hopefully I have enough liquid white for this because I'm running out of liquid white. But let's add in a couple highlights. There. Just a couple highlights on the trees. As you know, a thin paint will stick onto a thicker paint. So that's why I'm adding in the liquid white. All it does is just makes the paint be able to stick onto the paint. Um, there we go. I got it to zoom in now. It just allows for it to stick on easier rather than the paint blending over and over. Don't get me wrong, the paint still blends a bit, but doesn't blend as much and it goes on a bit easier. And you can do this in a summer scene, you can do this in a sunset, you can do that. You could change this paint up so much. I'm just doing it as a winter scene because since it's Christmas Day technically, I thought what best than to do something winter. Now I'm just adding in color, but later on I am going to sort of add extra highlights just to make certain things pop once I see the way things are looking. Right now I don't want to add in extra highlights because I don't know what should look what way. I'm still kind of coming up with the process of the painting. So just loading up my 2 inch. As you can see, it's curved. That slight corner, face that up. Let's come up here and just there. Screw it. You can face it down. You just gotta, you know what? I like to think that the cornered side is good for the bushes, not for anything else. That's what I like to think. You guys can think something else. I'm just telling you what I think. My opinions. So let's go ahead. Let me load up my fan brush full with paint and just come up here and just shoom and just add in a big ol' evergreen tree just to kind of lead your eye to the painting. There we are. Load it up. Attack and fire. There. Shoom. Now, let's go ahead. You see this white area, it just doesn't sit right with me. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna add in 2 trees. Maybe one's a little crooked, and that's okay. These are probably gonna need an extra highlight by the looks of it. Load up my fan brush full with paint. Look how much paint is on the bristles. Welcome for the people who are here. Feel free to leave any recommendations in the chat, how I usually say in my live streams. I'm just trying to do something winter for Christmas. By any chance, do any of you know when Christmas, I mean, not Christmas, when New Year lands? What day? Not New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. That way I know whether I'm doing a live stream on that day or not. That'd be fun. There, just adding in tree right in there. Kind of leads the viewer's eye into it. Let me see. Okay. So now what I want to do is I want to set apart maybe like a little path. So with a little more paint, a little bit of dark, I'm just gonna set aside here a path just here and there. Yeah, maybe we need a little bit of something to hold that. So just gonna tap Merry Christmas, Mark. I hope you had a wonderful Christmas Eve. Over here where I am from, I'm used to celebrating Christmas Eve, waiting until 12 in the morning and opening gifts. So it's a little different to some people. Some people, of course, they sleep and wait until Christmas Day. But Merry Christmas. I hope you had a wonderful day and enjoyed your Christmas this year. Let's come up here. A little bit of white, a little bit of liquid white. Just a mixture of both. And light's coming this way. I almost switched the light source. Almost did, but I corrected myself right before. There we are. Let me just tap off a little bit of paint just to keep the paint a little less polluted. There. Oh, that looks. Ignore the bottom part. Not everything comes out well. Okay. Let's add in a little extra highlight here just to make it kind of stand out. I gotta mix up a new batch of liquid white. That's important, at least for the videos. I started I think some people might care for this message. I started painting a portrait. I don't know if I can show it because it's of a person that I know personally, and I don't know if they're okay with me showing it on camera. But based off what I'm seeing, the courses I'm taking online does seem to be helping me a bit with the facial structure and all that. But I will say it's not like a landscape painting where I could knock out in half an hour to 45 minutes. No, it's been taking me a couple days and I'm still not done with it, but I think that's the difference between portraits. Portraits, there's always a reference and you always got to fix little things. As to landscapes, you can just say, oh, it looks like that in my mind. No one's going to have an exact picture of what you're creating a landscape. So, but portraits coming along good. Sadly, I don't know if I can show it because I never asked the person, but I think it's coming out pretty decent. And once I'm able to show something or get something on camera, I will as soon as possible. Let me tap out some paint out of my 2-inch and just let me pile up some titanium white to make it easier on my 2-inch brush. There we are. Just come up here, just this side. Oh, it looks gray, but it's all right because we're gonna add a little extra highlight, little extra sparkles. Okay. There. There we are. You can start seeing the coming along little by little. That creates layers and that. Let me just check the chat just to see if I'll miss anything. Okay, load up my 2-inch brush. I use this for the sky, the blending and everything. You could get away with pretty much anything. So I didn't grab the canvas too well. So if you see me holding the canvas, don't mind. Don't mind it. Just I'm deciding which one I want more out. We'll see right now in a sec. We'll see right now. We still got a little bit of free time on our hands. I need a filbert brush or something small that I can kind of just I'll use a fan brush. Just using the corner of the brush, and I want to tap on a few little spots. I'm going to blend it out, but as of now, just blocking in so from a distance you can see that extra highlight spot. Maybe over here. There. There we are. We can always blend them and make them work in our favor. I like to lightly tap, kind of diffuse certain areas. There, just lightly. There. And right around here. I'm actually gonna cover up with the tree. I wasn't sure, but I think the evergreen would look better. My opinion. I'm gonna put my palette here. There we are. A little bit of black in there. And there. There. Maybe fix up a few up here. Okay. I kind of like that. I like the way it's going. Okay. Let me grab a little bit of alizarin crimson and Prussian blue. just a nice lavender. And just right around here, just boop, boop, boop. I need areas where the white would pop, because if I put it here, it's just gonna blend in. So you gotta think, where would certain areas look good. There. And maybe one right there. And just for crying out loud, let's, there lives a tree right there. Shoom. And we can put some branches on it just by tapping the bristles of our fan brush. There. Look at that. It leads more and more into it. And just a little bit of white. And you can tap or you can pull down and kind of blend it out. All up to you. I'm gonna go into some more mountain mixture and just darken it up a bit. Okay. A little bit here. Just few spots. Some light playing in there. There we are. And a few water lines. And I think we could call this painting finished. Well, the painting's finished. Oh. Okay. Well, it sadly kicked everyone out. I'm sorry about that. But for the people who are watching this, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Try this painting out. And if you're new to my channel, subscribe, leave a like, follow, share. Do all you can. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you guys for watching my channel, supporting me. And I wish each and every one of you a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year's, and I'll see you in the next either video or live stream, depending what I do. Till then, take care, my friends. Have a good rest of your day.